Hey you guys, welcome back to another Anime Last Stand video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about GODLYS. A lot of people are fairly new into Anime Last Stand, and you might be wondering which godly that you should be going for. Is it Hero Hunter? Is it Denji, the Hell Hero? Is it going to be Dio? Honestly, there's a trick for Dio, but we'll get back to that. Then we got Pride, then we got Heavenly King Gilgamish, then we got Goku, then we have Wukong, and so forth and so on. Luffy, of course, looking amazing. One of my all-time favorites, I gotta say. Ichigo being the GOAT nowadays. Honestly, sadly, Shinra. It sucks with Shinra. And then we got Sukuna, and lastly Sunwoo, which Sunwoo soon enough is going to be getting a whole freaking rework, so be ready for that, you guys. So the first godly that I really do enjoy and use almost all the time is Luffy, and it's because of this. Automatically permanently slows any enemy that enters the map by 15% and causes them to permanently take 5% more damage, which if you have him in the beginning slot, that's going to be basically his leader buff, and I use him every single day when it comes to Infinity Castle, when it comes to grinding like out infinites for rerolls. And literally his godly is not the hardest, I can say. It's time consuming for sure, but as you guys can see, it's very simple. It's like explanatory. Defeat Dragon King boss 25 times in Oni Island with Luffy. So what you're gonna want to do for that, it's basically just defeat him with just Luffy, no other units in place, so that Luffy can get the kill. Die 10 times to Dragon King was very time consuming, but just hop in a raid. Once you have Dragon King as your final person, literally, and it's a lot more simpler now because they're stock, he's just going to one-shot your whole entire base. So just die by him in raids and you'll get it. Clear Legend Stage 20 times, which is not too hard at all, and then you're going to get the glyph for Luffy. Very easy, very simple. Luffy, I gotta say, is one of my all-time favorites, especially with his rework. It's literally, he's OP. If you guys want to go in depth with that, I do have a video out. You guys can check it out. 716 million with a 3.33 second SPA, and this is without a soul. This is without me buffing Luffy. This is without Idol doing her concert. Honestly, Luffy, I gotta say, is one of the GOATs in Anime Last Stand. And overall, his freaking, like check this out, dude. His cosmetic is peak. I don't know what you guys gotta go grind for him. If you're new to the game, go get Luffy. You get him from banner 2 or banner 1, by the way, you guys, and you just evo him up. Next, we're gonna talk about Ichigo. Ichigo has been turning meta as of lately because of his passive ability that he can use where he buffs up his old damage with mastery. He's really cool. I gotta say, I personally do really like his godly. This is it's going to be his cosmetic. It looks pretty cool, but his godly is very easy. One of the first godlies to like make it out was Ichigo, one of the top, or like I can say top 5 first godlies. No, how do I say it? First 5, there you go. First 5. Honestly, I gotta say, the only issue with Ichigo to get his godly is going to be grabbing Ichiban, because Ichiban is a banner 3 unit, and it's very difficult because he does not appear in banner all the time. So yeah, you guys, like, I think that's going to be the hardest thing. The hardest thing for Ichigo is going to be getting Ichiban. So yeah, if you guys can grab Ichigo, he's been turning meta as of lately. He's a really good light godly as well, and you also have Luffy as a light godly too. And then the next one that we're going to be talking about is Gilgamish, another light godly. But check this out. He buffs allies on their element: light 10 minus SPA, water 20% elemental penetration, fire 10% DOT damage, nature 50% range, and dark 15% damage. He's a really good unit if you guys are doing progressive stuff, but honestly, I gotta say, it's going to be fairly difficult if you're trying to make him your second or third godly. I do recommend doing more late game stuff, getting the first godlies first before you grab Gilgamesh. Really good unit though overall. A godly is a godly for a reason, and literally he has a summon, he has himself, and it's just very time consuming, but everything is straightforward. You gotta get Venus, you gotta get King Pendragon, and all these have pity as well, by the way, you guys. It does suck thinking like you can get it fairly easy, but honestly, like I said, it's just mainly time consuming. Everything else is by chance. These great metals, silvers, The origin eggs and the red keratin is literally all from the same stage. Literally, the essence are very easy to get. The 500 essence, the history essence is very easy. Literally, all these, like, everything is straightforward, honestly. It's very straightforward. And once you get this key of Babylonia, it's going to be another trial, but don't like be worried, no nothing. It's not a hard trial at all, especially if all you press is for your units to cost more, especially when you place them all down already. It's very easy. Literally, his trial gotta be one of the easiest. Just be sure to take a whole dark team. Then we got, speaking of dark, Denji. Denji is OP as hell because of his passives. His passives, I gotta say, are one of the greatest. I gotta, like, personally for me, is because I have Mystical on him, so I'm gonna do a little glaze, alright? But he is amazing. I really love Denji. He has a full AoE at the end, but look how much passives this guy has. They gave him a full frenzy of passives, and I love it. I really love that Denji got the love that he deserves. Not a lot of people know about this Denji form, though, but you know what? It's kind of funny. It is what it is. It's there. But yeah, all these godlies, Denji especially, I really like them. And for Dio, okay, for Dio, you guys, let me tell you, Dio, you can trade. You can trade for a godly. You can trade for this shiny right here. Usually it's a bundle or a battle pass and a 3x, but you can literally skip the whole process of grinding the godly by just trading someone that doesn't, you know, if you're new to the game and you don't want to do Dio's quest and you don't want to do the whole Poochie line, you don't want to do none of that, trade for the shiny. Go grab a battle pass, grab a 3x, you know, and then you can trade for him. He does the same amount of damage, does the same amount of everything, no matter what. I have Avatar on him. I didn't like care for going glitch because I already got glitch Dio, but literally he's a really good time stop unit. He's a full AoE at the last upgrade, and honestly, if you have units around in Dio's area, they get their SPA decreased. He's a really good unit for progressive overall, and I gotta say, like, I don't really use him that much, but if you're going for units to be a support, Dio's amazing. Then we got Goku. Goku, he's been recently used in tournaments. He's a really good water unit, especially because they did also buff him up a bit. He has a lot of good things to come to him, and personally with Goku, I use him a lot in tournaments if he's the meta strat for that tourney. And yeah, overall Goku is cool, amazing, I gotta say. He also can go into sleep mode, and then from right there literally gain more damage. And Wukong as well, really good unit, a good nature unit, I can say. I use him a lot for Infinity Castle because he's a very strong physical and nature, which pairs very well with if the floor is water and physical. He literally takes out everything. Then we got Shinra. Honestly, I love Shinra. You know, don't get me wrong. I love Shinra. Shinra is a very unique character that will literally change its element to whatever unit that you have on your team. He's such a cool unit. But the thing is, I don't think they give him enough love, especially with all these other units getting reworked. He didn't get enough love. Pride as well. He does have Sunburn, but he still doesn't have enough love either. He does crazy damage as a fire unit, but personally, I like Itadori way more. Curse King, literally, Sukuna did get reworked. Power Vows are not like an ability now. It's literally a passive, but I gotta say, you know, Sukuna's cool and all. If you want to grab Sukuna, you can, but I do recommend the other ones that I was saying. And Sunjin Woo right here. Sunjin Woo, let's go into depth for the new players that are grinding this game. Sunjin Woo is going to be reworked, and Bray did say that he's going to rework Sunjin Woo, and I want you guys to be prepared if you guys are barely starting off on this game. He is a fairly easy godly to get. Literally, he is such a really good unit. I gotta say, a dark and magical type unit, and his godly trials are not they're not hard either. The only annoying part is going to be that dungeon, but you can find these fragments of light in the dungeon. You can get the kills in the dungeon. You can get the souls in the dungeon as well. A lot of his is just going to be mainly getting the pity on his summons. So what you're gonna want to see for the summons, for the first one I can say is going to be Beru, everyone's favorite, I gotta say. Ant Monarch, he is a drop unit from right there. He does also have a pity, pretty easy to evo, but he is going to eat up a lot of your shards and your essence. Then you also have Flame Mage. Flame Mage is an easy unit. He's the first pity that you guys are going to be hitting, and like I said, they're just going to be eating your shards and your essence. Then you got Shadow Commander as well. Shadow Commander is a really cool unit. I like him overall, just himself. These are going to correlate with Sun Jin Woo. Then you also have Shadow Tanker, which sadly he doesn't come out in the summon, which, you know, with this rework, I pray they put Shadow Tanker, please. And then of course you got Igris, and to evo Igris you need 2 Igris, so be sure to grab 2 in summons when he comes out. So yeah, you guys, that's basically going to be Sun Jin Woo. And if you guys don't know, literally I want you guys to, because they're blessing us with these essence, if you guys don't want to grind Cavern, come to the merchant and purchase these out. Always purchase these out, because they give out a good amount just for purchasing with gold. And if you guys don't know how to get gold, look, I'm gonna purchase these out. That's 29 essence, that's 35 light essence that I don't need to go do in Cavern. So you know what, that's a big W. And then if you guys don't know, with the spirit shard conversion, with 1 mythic shard you can get 625 common, 125 rare, 25 epic, and 5 legendary. And of course you can't get a mythic with the mythic, but literally if you guys are running low besides on mythics, always remember you can do conversion, which is going to be amazing. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys are running off on gold, literally check this out. I can spam this, and the reason why I have so many gems is because you can grind infinites for gems, and with those gems just convert them to gold. Look, and you can spam this however many times you guys want. I have 23 million gems that I am not going to sit here to do that, but I just got 49,000 right there. There you go. That basically paid off what I paid already. So yeah, you guys, there's a lot of things that ALS is doing. They're giving you a lot of free stuff right here. Always check in with the dailies. You guys can grab technique shards right here as well. Literally, ALS is amazing, free to play. You don't gotta spend no Robux. You don't gotta do any of that. Just be sure to check in daily. And overall, you guys, don't forget the gold shop. I always forget, you know, but I always purchase my mythic shards, as you guys can see. There you go, and there you go. I purchased those for the day. Now I'm waiting for the rest, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you guys!